few weeks ago, I did the video of the cleaning of this darling ring bearer pillow from the wedding of Nick and Regina, which took place on January 27th of 1955, and now I'm working on her dress. It had a Saks Fifth Avenue label on the headpiece, and there's a shot of the cake topper because the dress was stored with the cake topper with some cake still on it. So unfortunately, there is quite a bit of damage. There's general oxidation. There's damage, of course, from the cake residue. And there's, I think, also a large beverage spill here that went through both layers, which that underlayer satin is a silk. I'm not sure what the lace is made out of. It has become crispy from time, and you can see here there is quite a bit of, and some of it I am still to the end of this not sure what it was. But let's get started. So what is the first thing we do? We have to remove those buttons so they don't rust. So I'm experimenting with a few things. I'm going to try pre-treating with this Puracy, which I had some success on another garment with getting some stains out prior. But with silk, it said to only let it sit for 1 hour, which I did. That didn't do much, so I'm moving on to using some vinegar and water and using a pie plate underneath. And this stain here, whatever those are, turned out to be the toughest ones, but more on that later. So that basically didn't budge. There's this spot, unfortunately, right on the part of the bodice, which nobody wants to have a spot there. So I put Direct Dawn on there and then kind of let that sit. And then I made a solution with Dawn and vinegar and water, which you can use this on silk. And I sprayed the worst areas, kind of hung it inside above the bathtub and just sprayed those areas. And normally, first of all, I don't have actually a lot of experience with, I've done some silk wedding dresses, but they have not had stains to this degree. I've just kind of been able to do a general cleaning of silk and not really try to do some hardcore stain removal. So this is a first for me. And I'm happy to be able to do this video because the more I do, the more I learn. And as I'm putting it in the water here, I'm smelling mothballs, which if you've seen in other videos of mine, it's one of my least favorite smells, and it is tenacious to get out. So more on that again later as well. So now that I've done all that kind of pre-treating and did just a round of plain water, I'm moving on to retro wash and some Dawn. And then you don't do washing soda for silk. It's too harsh for that. So I normally do washing soda in addition to the retro wash and Dawn for kind of a pre-soak, but not with this. And the temperatures for silk, you want to keep at 88 Fahrenheit or lower. So I drained the water and rinsed because we really weren't getting anywhere. And now I'm moving on to sodium perborate, which is not the same as sodium percarbonate. Sodium percarbonate, which is OxyClean, you cannot use on silk. This you can, but again, you have to do a lower temperature because higher temperatures damage the silk. So I did 1 cup of that, and I'm kind of covering it all up here because the oxygen that's released in the sodium perborate wants to pop the garment out or up. So that's why I'm doing all these various things to keep it submerged. And I let this go for 24 hours. And then I checked it after 24 hours. And I'm not seeing much for change. So I'm kind of disheartened at this point, but I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to do it again. Did a new batch of sodium perborate, same thing. I let it cool down, put it kind of directly on those worst spots, and then did another round of soaking for another 24 hours. So here I'm checking it again. And I'm starting to see some improvement. So all the pearl finish is coming off, which is what I was expecting to happen because that's pretty common. So I drain the water, and this time I'm going to do 2 cups. I've never done this. 2 cups of sodium perborate. And again, I did a prolonged soak, and there's that darn tenacious stain again. And I ended up doing this, long story short, for 2 days. I did check it after 24 hours, and just a side note, it still smells like mothballs. And I decided to let it soak for another 24 hours. So that's what it looks like after 24 hours, and I'm beginning to think that those super tough spots are rust, but I'll get to that shortly. I'm using some of that water, recycling it to do a rinse and just kind of let it drip for a while. And then you can see here the underarms are much better. There's that one spot I was concerned about on the bodice. So I'm taking 1 cup of water and 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I put it in a spray bottle and I'm going to move it out. We had a nice, beautiful sunny day. I kind of closed off or covered up the areas on the satin and let those expose to the sun. So back to that lace. I do think this is rust. I'm not sure how rust got on here. And I did use this product called Wink, which I have done, tried the lemon juice kind of thing in the sun, and I've had mixed success with that. But with this Wink rust stain remover, I didn't use it on the silk, but I did use it on the lace, and it took just 16 minutes, and it took care of the problem. So I was very happy about that. So to kind of restore the silk's acid balance, kind of remove any soap residue, and also hopefully to get rid of that mothball smell, I added some vinegar to a round of rinsing, and then let that soak for a bit, and then one final cool water rinse. And then I'm putting it in that fabric sling. I let it drip for a while, towel rolled it, and put it outside again to try to get some fresh air on it. And here, when I brought it inside, the light was coming through it so beautifully. I just wanted to get a shot of that. So I replaced all those buttons, and these are canvas-backed ones, and this is how you kind of have to grab that canvas part of it and just sew them on one by one. And then there was some on the sleeves as well. So in the process of doing the soaking, all that horsehair braid that is part of the hem, a lot of it had come undone. So I'm kind of repressing that to get it back in shape, and then restitching those areas, which you take a little tiny bit of the satin and then work your way around. So as found, it had some holes in that delicate lace in the upper sleeve kind of arm area, which is so common for that to happen in those areas. So I did some repairs on it. I didn't go too crazy on it because there's a likelihood that the person who purchases this dress may remove the sleeves, and I'll show a image at the end of what it may look like if a person were to remove the sleeves. It could be very cute that way too, because the lace here is still quite delicate. So that does improve it. So now I'm moving on to the veil. So the netting on it is not savable. It was just falling apart. So I took that off, and then the whole thing had to come apart. I didn't realize the beads were through all the layers, so I ended up having to re-bead it. So I had to take those beads off and clean those, and I re-steamed that buckram, and it's so much better. It's amazing what steam could do. I soaked this just like I did with the sodium perborate. I didn't let it soak as long, however. It didn't have obviously any kind of stains on it like the dress did. And I kind of clipped it in place and hand sewed it. Took several hours, but I got her back to the right shape, and it's cleaner and brighter once again. So there's the before, and here's the after. And then that's so much better. So let's go back to where we started. And I tell you, I fussed and fretted like a mother hen while I was working on this dress. Like I said, I haven't had much experience with trying to do hardcore, stain removal on silk. And it is not 100%. There's still some areas where some stains there's just the tiniest bit on that bust part, but it's hardly noticeable. And that huge swath there, you can't even see it. It's so much better. The dress overall brightened up, and I'm just so happy with how this turned out. There's that, the pearl finish did come off. Okay, there's a close-up of that bust dart, or that bust spot. And then the pearls, like I said, but it kind of just puts it like a milky bead, so I was fine with that. So this was such an interesting challenge, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I learned that time is your friend with soaking silk. You really want to take your time with it and let the sodium perborate do its thing. Here's an image of how it could look with the sleeves off. But this dress is ready once again, 71 years later.